Hey Andrew, this is Bradley. I want to go through this with you. I'm kind of recording this as I go, okay? Because I just got into your site. I saw what you were saying about not being able to log in Chrome. You can see I'm in Chrome, and what I had to do was I had to log in using the login URL, which is this. It's wp-login.php. Okay, if I went to that URL specifically, it brought me to, then see, if you use the wp-admin, then it's going to add a whole bunch of redirect information at the end. So like if I copy that link address in here, I'll open up Firefox and I'll show you in Firefox what I mean. If we hit paste and go, it says wp-admin, right? But what it does is it actually redirects, and you can see this long string of additional information after the wp-login.php. Okay, and then when I tried to log in, and let's just try it again in Firefox because I hadn't tried it there yet. So let me just try it, and we'll see if it shows the same thing that it did in Chrome. So again, I'm recording this as I go because this is just stuff that I need to show you. So I just hit login, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, you see what it did? It didn't let me in. So what I want to do is I'm just going to come up here, and after wp-login.php, I'm going to just delete all of that and hit enter. And it looks like, yep, see now it just refreshed the page, but it does not have all that redirect code, okay? So what I'm going to do is paste the password back in, and it should have saved the username, and I'm going to click login now. And you'll see that now I'm inside your dashboard. So what I was going to suggest is just from now on, instead of using the wp-login, or I'm sorry, wp-admin, use wp-login.php. All right, and then you'll be able to use any browser, because you ought to know better. You shouldn't be using Internet Explorer. You know. So anyways, that said, now that we're inside, well, here, I'll just do it in Firefox. Now that we're inside the dashboard, one thing I want to suggest immediately is that you update everything. Okay, now make a backup of your site. If you're using Bluehost, which I know you are, I can tell because of the icon up here, then you can go into the Bluehost cPanel and make a backup. In fact, I think Bluehost does a nightly backup every night anyways. So you just double check that. I'm almost positive that they do a daily backup, and they do it at night at like 2 a.m. or something like that. So if you come up here and you hit updates, you want to update WordPress immediately. But before you update WordPress, though, I would update all your plugins. So what I would do is just come over here and select all and click update plugins. After the plugins are all updated, then come and update WordPress version. Okay, and then if you have, looks like these are just the standard themes that come installed with WordPress, but it looks like you're using a WooCommerce theme, maybe. Let's see which one you're using. Current theme. Advanced PCs. I wonder, did you design this theme? It looks like that's the name of it, is Advanced PCs. That's weird. That can't be it. Well, I don't know which theme you're using, but it doesn't matter. You just want to go ahead and update the themes, or just delete them. If you're not using them, then just get rid of them. There's no sense in them staying on your site, cluttering up your database if you're not using them. Okay, but definitely update your plugins first, and then update your WordPress version, and then just delete those themes if you're not going to use them. If you think you might use them in the future, just go ahead and update them. It won't hurt. All right. Next thing, comments. If these are all spam comments, which I know WordPress, they probably are. Like you can tell that, and I hope you're not mad at me for poking around your site. I'm just trying to give you some pointers here. We haven't even got to the video stuff yet, but you can tell right here by looking over here at their usernames that these are all spam comments. So what I suggest is that you go over to plugins. Let me show you. We're going to go to add new. And I suggest that you disable comments altogether on your WordPress site. If you want, for whatever reason, to allow people to comment on your site directly, which people just don't do usually unless you've got like a blog that you get a lot of traffic to, So typically what I do for all sites is I use a plugin called Disable Comments. Okay, so Disable Comments, click Search Plugins. It'll be the first plugin to come up, which is this one right here. Click Install Now. By the way, when you update WordPress, this whole dashboard is going to look different. Everything's going to look different. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All the functionality is the same, but it's going to look a lot different. So this is like the old version. It brings back memories. Anyways, you want to install Disable Comments, and then once you do that, you'll be able to. There will be a notification bar up here that will tell you to go to the Disable Comments settings to configure it. And you just want to configure to disable comments everywhere. Okay, there will be a couple different options. You can disable on posts or pages or both, or disable everywhere. I just select everywhere. Excuse me, because otherwise you're just going to keep getting spam comments, and it's a pain in the butt to have to keep on going in and deleting them. And also, by leaving them accrue like this, you're cluttering your database, which will slow your site down. Okay, so you don't want to do that either. So you're better off just disabling them altogether. Okay. And then if you really want people to be able to leave a comment, like on your blog posts and stuff, which, you know, if you want, I can understand that. I found that people generally don't, though. But if you want, then you can always add a comment plugin that uses Google Plus and Facebook comments, and also Disqus, which is spelled DISQUS. Those are normal, standard, like industry standard commenting systems now, because the WordPress comment system is antiquated, and because of all the spam. Okay, so I would just use another plugin, a commenting plugin that would allow people to comment with either their Google Plus profile, their Disqus profile, or their Facebook profile, because that way you basically eliminate all spam. Okay, now we're gonna hop over to posts and take a look at the issues you're having with the videos not showing. Let's see. This is a very cluttered. If you're not going to have any other, okay, it looks like you have another author on the blog. I was going to say I would just get rid of the author names, because this is really cluttered. Maybe, let's see. You could get rid of comments and maybe thumbnail, and that would spread it out a little bit more. And in fact, it looks like you're having duplicate things here. Anyways, just to show you where you can clean this up. If you go up here to screen options, you can eliminate columns right here by just unchecking stuff here. So for example, if you don't comments, if you don't care about comments, which again, if you're eliminating comments, you won't need that. But like if I uncheck comments right here, you'll see that that just got rid of that and made it a little bit bigger. The next thing I would do is I would get rid of one set of these keyword titles and descriptions. You can see SEO title description, then you see SEO title. Looks like it's duplicated, and I'm not sure why. Maybe because your theme has SEO options, and then you also have the SEO plugin, which is creating that. But for example, you could end up, like, let's just get rid of these for a minute, and you'll see that that makes it a little bit more readable. Anyways, I'm not going to do all. You can do all that. I'm just trying to show you things that, you know, like WordPress hacks that you can do that'll make the experience easier. So, using this defragmenter in Windows 7, let's go take a look at it. It's there. Not sure why you said it didn't work. Hold on, let me. Maybe it wasn't showing on the blog page. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, you're talking about it not showing here, and that's going to be. All right, so yeah, for your blog page, what I'm seeing is you're fine with your videos. That's great, but your blog page itself is not going to show the video there, because this is just called the blog index page. Somebody actually has to click through to go see the actual post. What I would suggest, though, is that you just use a featured image. There's another plugin that will do that. It's called Video Thumbnails. So if we were to come back over here and look at plugins, add new, it's called Video thumbnails. And if you install that plugin and activate it, it will automatically, it's right here. It's by this guy right here, okay? So if you activate this plugin, then each time you use an embed code on a page for a video, then it's going to automatically take a screenshot of the video itself and use that as the thumbnail image, and will automatically add it as the featured image to that post. Okay, and having the featured image will make sure that that featured image shows up here in the blog index page. Okay, now as far as getting these to show full posts, they're probably not going to, because it's set in your themes and your theme settings. It's not. I looked through all your theme settings right here, and I could not find an option to change that. So the only other way that you could do it would be to go into Appearance and go into Editor. That's the actual where you can edit the theme files manually. But what I would suggest before you try doing that would be to check with Woo Themes. I'm assuming this is by Woo Themes, and if it is, I would go check with their support desk and their knowledge base and see if, or their forum, and see if somebody has already asked how to do that, because a lot of the times they'll say, how do we change the blog index page from showing summaries or snippets to showing full text, the full post. And a lot of the times it's going to be either a piece of CSS code that you can add, which is cascading style sheets, but it's custom CSS code that they'll give you. Or you can actually go in a lot of the times and find it in the theme files over here. So for example, if I found the blog page template right here, sometimes you can find the amount of characters right here. So this is showing, like, this is the thumbnail width is 100, the thumbnail height is 100, so you could change the size of the thumbnail image here, and then it talks. A lot of the times within the code, it'll tell you like how many characters there are in that summary, and that you can change it here. But again, I would go check with Woo Themes first. It is Woo Themes because I can see Woo right there. Check with Woo Themes first, because a lot of times they'll just give you a piece of custom CSS that you add into the styling tab over here, and it will automatically change this for you, so that you don't have to actually mess with the code itself. Right here where it says that's default custom CSS. A lot of the times you can just add it in. There will be an actual place to add custom CSS, but I'm not seeing that here. But again, I would just go ask Woo Themes what they do about that. But there's nothing you can really do. If they don't give you the option of modifying this to show the full post, it's not going to show the video. But it's okay, because people will come over here, and all they got to do is either click the title or click the continue reading button, and it'll take them over to there. So I hope that helps. But just as a recap, man, definitely come in here, and the first thing you want to do is go to updates, update all of your plugins first, then update your WordPress version. Then it's gonna log you back out, and you're gonna have to log back in after it updates the WordPress version. Then add the disable comments plugin. Just get rid of those, because it's just spam anyways. Then add video thumbnails if you want, and it will automatically pull the thumbnail image from the video and add that right here as your custom thumbnail, or your the featured image. And then go over to the Woo Themes forum or their help desk, their knowledge base, and see if somebody's already asked that. And if not, you can always submit a support ticket and just tell them, hey, I want my blog index page to show full text instead of summary. Is that possible? And if so, how do I do it? And they'll usually just give you a piece of CSS code to add into the theme somewhere, or they'll tell you where you can adjust that setting in the theme files. I just don't have enough experience with Woo Themes to be able to show that to you. So I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, let me know.